All right, check 1, 2. I bet he can hit a golf ball. Oh, he swings and hits this one high and deep, crushed toward the video board. All right, Mace. Well,
It's kind of the western part of Virginia. It's in the Shenandoah Valley, so mountains on both sides. So I didn't notice much of anything last night.
let's talk about your background a little bit. And from Grottoes, Virginia, for those of us that have not been there, what's back home like?
The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by Wellspan Sports Medicine, People's Bank, Shipley Energy, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Maple Donuts, Harvey's Rental, Flying Feet, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Broadway Transmission, Dasher Investment Services, Smith Wealth Advisory Group, Royal Manchester Golf Links, Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, York County Bar Association, Lidl, CBD Supply MD York, Crunch Fitness, Columbia Gas, York County Solid Waste Authority, PSECU, and by the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Deep left center, it is gone! Swing and a miss, he struck him out! Base hit! Revs win!
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Daryl Henry.
Good afternoon, everyone, from Appalachian Power Park here in Charleston, West Virginia. Welcome to game number 65 of York Revolution Baseball today. Final game of this 9-game road trip as the Revs look to avoid the sweep against the West Virginia Power. Hi again, everybody. Daryl Henry with you. Welcome to a partly cloudy, warm Sunday afternoon here in the West Virginia state capital. Revs dropping the first two down here and have lost 3 straight since winning the second half opener in Lancaster on Wednesday night. They won that game behind Austin Nicely's 8 outstanding innings, and he starts on short rest here today, looking to be a stopper and get the Revs a win to head home with here this afternoon. And last night looked like they might be pulling off a big, dramatic late-game comeback, but it was not to be. Losing 6-5, they scored 4 in the 8th to tie it, but an error in the 9th inning ended it as West Virginia walked them off with the 6-5 final. But we do have a couple of the highlights from last night's game, the good stuff anyway, and trailing 3-0 in the 5th when Nelly Rodriguez came to the plate. I bet he can hit a golf ball. Oh, he swings and hits this one high and deep, crushed toward the video board in left center and out of here. Nelly Rodriguez, home run number 8 this season, and the Revs are on the board. It's 3-1. No doubt. And after some chin music to start the AB, he followed through and walked and watched and admired it, and he earned it. I made it 3-1, and West Virginia would get that run back in the bottom of the 5th inning. They added one more in the 7th inning, so trailing 5-1 when we went to the 8th. And the rally was set up by Lennon Rodriguez and Darian Sanford, who each singled. Jack Kenley, a sac fly, made it 5-2. And with Sanford still aboard and 2 outs in the 8th inning, Melky Mesa dug in. So a base hit could get him within 2. Couple checks, the 1-0. And a swing and a well-hit ball, deep left center. Watch this one fly high up off the video board in left center. And it's 5-4 here in the 8th inning. Melky Mesa, a no doubt tape measure shot, almost hit himself in the face on the video board where his smiling mug is shining. He steps on home, clobbers his 9th of the year, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game, 5-4. Now the Revs completed the comeback in terms of tying it as Nelly Rodriguez followed with a walk, and pinch hitter extraordinaire Andrew Dundon was called upon next. The 0-1, and a swing and a shot in the air, left center field. It's falling. It is past Miles Williams, rolling back to the fence. Nelly around third. He's going to score. This game's tied at 5-5. Andrew Dundon stands at second, a pinch hit, game-tying double. And the Revs have exploded for 4 runs here in the 8th, and this game's tied 5-5 here in West Virginia. Another pinch hit for Dundon. It's another double. And his franchise record 8th pinch hit. Yeah, previous record was 7 by Matt Padgett, and Dundon broke that last night, of course, all this season. Tied the game 5-5, but West Virginia again winning it on a throwing error in the bottom of the 9th inning. So today the Revs looking to avoid the sweep as Austin Nicely starts this one 5-5, a 3.61 ERA coming in. Right-hander Junior Figueroa goes for West Virginia. He is 1-3 with an ERA of 8.34. We take a look at what's on tap on the pregame today, brought to you by Brewery Products and Land Shark, which is on tap at Peoples Bank Park. Get that when we get back home on Tuesday night. And on the pregame today, part 2 of our conversation with today's starter, Austin Nicely. We'll hear from Mace coming up, get his thoughts on what went on last night as well. And our first pitch today is set for 105 here in West Virginia on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Getting set for today's game here in West Virginia. Austin Nicely playing long toss in left field as he gets set to make the start, and coming off a gem on Wednesday night at Lancaster. We aired part 1 of this conversation on Thursday, primarily talking about his performance in that game. Today, we pick it up talking about where he comes from, Grottoes, Virginia. We asked him what life is like back home.
It's kind of the western part of Virginia. It's in the Shenandoah Valley, so mountains on both sides. Pretty small town, kind of slow pace for sure. Just for back home, it's just kind of everybody's, friendly, a lot of family, and just really kind of low-key for the most part. I really enjoy it. We get all 4 seasons. I have a lot of family that are in my hometown, and really just the community there is huge as far as the support of any sport, as far as going through high school or anything, and much less, just any sport. As you grow up, there's always a huge community backing.
Yeah. And you were a multi-sport athlete in high school, and were also a pretty good basketball player as well.
I was okay at basketball, I would say. I was fortunate enough to play on some good teams. We had a really established basketball program from our Coach Edwards. He's been there forever. Fortunate to make a couple of Final Four and finals runs, playing a state championship. I would say out of all sports, probably football is my favorite, then baseball, then basketball. But we had more success at basketball than probably the other two. But yeah, I mean, those days for sure, some of your best memories just because of the team aspect. You're competing on a high level, and some of those coaches are some of the things that you'll remember for the rest of your lives, and hopefully, teach your kids or kids down the road.
So did your high school have a lefty quarterback named Nicely?
That was the case for I think 2 years. Fortunate enough to be the quarterback. I was debating early when I was really young, like in middle school, whether I was going to play football, and my dad was just like, well, go experience Friday Night Lights, and then if you can decide from there. And the whole thing of the bug of Friday Night Lights is definitely a true. There's nothing like Friday Night Lights. It's hard, even playing in front of 5, 10, 15,000 people on a nightly basis, some nights in pro ball. Nothing compares to, your community and Friday Night Lights when you're in high school every Friday night trying to take on the rivalry. That's a lot of fun.
What was your biggest game?
Let's see. Probably the one that sticks out to mind is our school split my freshman year or sophomore year. Sophomore year, I believe. And we played at their place first game of the year. I think they had like 10,000 people there, and it was packed. We beat them like 50-some to nothing. So it was a lot of fun.
But Mrs. Nicely is the better athlete, right?
Sure, we'll give her the key to that one since she has 2 state championship rings. I think I may be able to beat her in one-on-one, maybe not a shooting contest, but she doesn't pull them out very much. I don't even know she knows where they're at. But if anything comes up as far as competitiveness, as soon as I start talking any kind of trash, that normally gets brought up.
Well, and you're also a big participant in the Monday golf outings for the team. Is that are you good? What do you shoot out there?
Right now I think I'm sitting like a 4.5 handicap, but
yeah, you're good.
I'm not. I tell anybody I can shoot a 75 or an 85 depending on the day. It's all. It's as human can get as far as golf. That's why you love it. It's the most humbling sport, and for me, it's just a good getaway. I'm too competitive, so I can't go out and just mess around. But golf, I think, is the most frustrating as far as wanting to be good but not being good.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to try to be anywhere close to decent.
What a dumb question. Is he good? Yeah, of course he is.
Well, with that in mind, guys tease that you're good at anything. So what are some things that you've tried that you haven't been good at?
A lot of things. Let's see. I'm not the greatest ice skater. I'll do it on a holiday. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Not the best. I'm okay in tennis. Not much tennis.
Yeah, we will pick it up with Austin in our next segment as we have to hit break here to get to Mace. It looks like the Power are going to take the field early here today for this Sunday game, and we might actually start before 1:05 the way things are setting up. So we'll continue with Austin. This was a 3-part interview anyway, and we'll pick it up right there in our third segment with him before his next start. Right now, we'll take a break. Mace joins us on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report coming up next.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, let's just start it off with, just saw you walk out to center field to investigate the disputed play last night. Herrera hoping to get a homer, had to settle for a double. What do the surroundings look like out there?
When I just went out there now, I looked at it the other day, but I didn't look at it as hard as I looked at it right now. There's a ledge where the padding and the yellow line meet. There's a ledge. So the way the ball hit last night, I know it was, for me, from the dugout, it wasn't over the yellow, but it hit something and it ricocheted back onto the field. And I think really what it did, I think it hit right in between the ledge and the yellow line, and then it just kicked straight up in the air and came back. So I think they probably got it right. The umpires were like, we have it hitting the padding, which would be accurate. So, but it's still hard to see. Even the third base umpire, he's still probably 120, 130 feet even after he ran out there. It's still hard to see it. So. But, it was an unfortunate break for us and for Herrera. But, I think they made the right call.
And a tough loss to swallow after the way your team came back in the 8th inning, and just a couple more defensive miscues, unfortunately, which they've been mounting up.
Yeah, most recently they have been. We've been having problems catching pop-ups, which I really don't understand that, but that's been going on all year with some of the guys. So, yesterday was just unfortunate. We made 2 errors in the last inning, and and that was it. But by the same token, we started the game off with 2 walks and a hit batter, and all 3 of those runs scored, before we could shut the damage down. So that's 3 guys that we put on base for free. That's half their runs. So, we got to do a better job of that too. So I thought Joey did a pretty good job after that. I had to make a visit in the first inning. I never want to do that. And I actually had to get the bullpen up in the first inning. But it was just a mechanical thing, and then we were able to fix it, and he was able to get through the rest of the inning. And then he put up, 3 zeros after that. And then in the 5th inning, I took him out. So, but he was also pitching on 3 days rest, and so I didn't expect him to go maybe more than 5 anyway, just on pitch count. But anyways, we were able to climb back in the game. We couldn't put it away.
And offensively, you got to tip your cap to them. You faced 2 really good starting pitchers back to back here this weekend, and at this point in the year, I don't know how many teams have like Kubiak and Villanueva back to back.
No, I agree, and. Like we talked in the dugout yesterday, I know the guys were still a little fatigued from that Lancaster series. That was a lot of hours on the, and then travel too. But, we did swing the bat a little bit better than we did the first night here. And, but we haven't been able to get on the field here for batting practice at all, any of these 3 days. So that means we're not getting ground ball work either. We're not getting anything. So we were on the field 2 days in Lancaster, and now the last 4 days we were not. So we'll have to get back on the field Tuesday, but for right now it is what it is at this point.
Well, you got Austin Nicely today, and he's also on 3 days rest. I think it was 111 pitches Wednesday. How do you manage that today? What's your goal for him today?
Well, my goal would be just for him to be efficient, maybe 70 to 80 pitches, and hopefully get us through 6 innings. That would be my goal. It's hot. As you know, we're out here right now. It's hot, and we're playing a 105 game, which sometimes can benefit the pitcher because position players are maybe more tired from a day game after a night game. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to kill Austin. He's been a horse for us this year, and so we'll just kind of play it by ear like we always do. But I would hope maybe 6 innings and 70 to 80 pitches. That would be great.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Power have taken the field as Junior Figueroa. I'm not quite sure what his fashion statement is today, but he goes through his warm-ups. He's got his baseball pants ending like above the knee. He looks like he's in shorts with the black socks pulled up way up. Here's the Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It's James Harris in right field leading things off. Jack Kenley at second base hits second. Batting third and DHing is Melky Mesa, and we may see him go into the game in a double switch later. Defensively, that is. Nelly Rodriguez at first base hitting cleanup. Carlos Castro will do the catching and hit fifth. Josue Herrera at third base bats sixth. J.C. Encarnacion in left field to start the game, and he'll bat seventh. Osmi Gregorio, shortstop, hitting eighth. And batting ninth in center is Darian Sanford. Again, Harris, Kenley, Mesa, Rodriguez, Castro, Herrera, Encarnacion, Gregorio, and Sanford for the Revs. Facing Figueroa, who's 1-3 with an 8.34 ERA in 5 starts. One of those was in York. Revs got to him a little bit. 22 2/3 innings, 26 hits. He's walked 17, struck out 10. And have a brief delay as they are fixing the wiring or the connectivity of home plate umpire Scott Hart with the TrackMan today. And now we're good to go. So James Harris will lead things off. Revs are in their navy. here on the road again today with the white and gold stripes. West Virginia in black jerseys with a very dark, like charcoal tinted camo sleeve, numbers and letters. Here is our Dasher Investment Services first pitch, and Harris goes after it and fouls it back, and we are underway today. It's a 1:05 first pitch time, and it would have been 1:04 had TrackMan been wired up properly, so good thing we switched to Mace when we did. Here's the 0-1, and it misses the plate away. Harris hitting .301, 2 home runs, 19 driven in. He's been held to just 1 hit in each game here as he swings and foul tips one off the face mask of Rada, the catcher. Change up from Figueroa, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harris a blue pit in each game, but the hitting streak is alive at 6. On the line, the pitch. And swinging a pop fly, shallow center. Myers hustles in. It's the second baseman, Reyes, who's out, and Elmer Reyes puts it away for the game's first out on a pop-up into shallow center. Revs did face Figueroa at home back on July 21st, and a game that they won 5-1. He took the loss. He went 3 innings in that one, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits. He walked 2 that night, struck out 1. That was his 3rd start. Today, his 6th. Here is Jack Kenley, who looks at 1 low and in. Kenley hitting .353, 6 home runs, 32 batted in. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. And Kenley, who actually last night was held to an 0 for 1. It snapped a 6-game hitting streak, but he had a sac fly, a couple of walks. Figueroa with the pitch, and it is down low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kenley, who's 7th in the league in hitting entering play today, 2nd in on base. Here's the pitch, and he swings and fouls this one back. Gets into deep counts. We mentioned the 0 for 1 last night, but was on base twice on walks. And he's also 6th in slugging, and it adds up to being 3rd in OPS for just a 2nd-year pro. Mature beyond his years as he taps his cleats. Figueroa shakes off. Here's the wind, the 2-2, and a swing, and this one's popped up. Back behind short. Bethencourt back under it, waiting, and he makes a one-hand grab. 2 down on a couple of pop-ups to start the day. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, and at the moment, mostly cloudy, a little patch of blue skies over center field, but some dark clouds have moved in. Weren't expecting any chance of anything today, but we are in the mountains, so you just never know. But it looks like we should be fine. It's 85 degrees, feels like 88. And here's Melky Mesa, who lays off a curveball that rolls up there high. Mesa DHing, hitting .348. He's been in the outfield just about every night, and he swings here, grounds it to short. Bethencourt circles it to his right, and a long throw across his body is in time. It's a 1-2-3 first inning, and a quick one for Junior Figueroa. At the end of a half inning here this afternoon, it's the Revs nothing, the Power coming up.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
Yeah! What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Austin Nicely set to make start number 13. He is coming off a gem, the first start for the Revs with the pitching rubber moved back, and he was excellent Wednesday night. Here is his first pitch. Scoreless game as Connor Myers leads off and takes inside. Sun beginning to shine brightly, and maybe a sign as Austin throws his first pitch. The 1-0. That is a fastball over for a strike. Myers hitting .298, couple home runs, 12 driven in. 24 games played since signing. 1-1, and it misses down low. Nicely working with Castro today. And Myers, who scored a couple of runs last night, led off the game with a walk for West Virginia. The 2-1, and he swings, slaps it on the ground at second. Kenley shuffles to his right. He's in front of it, throws to first, and gets him. The West Virginia lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. Myers in center. Elmer Reyes at second. Hitting third, the DH, Alberto Callaspo. Edwin Espinal at first base hits cleanup. Reimer Liriano in right field hits fifth. Miles Williams in left field hitting sixth. And then the bottom three is everybody that was on their bench last night. Here is Reyes. First pitch shortens to show bunt, takes a strike. Dominic Bethencourt at short hitting seventh. Alfonso Reyes, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Ben Farias at third base hitting ninth. Teodoro Martinez on the bench today. Yovan Gonzalez. Pitch is just out of the strike zone somewhere. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reyes. Nicely with the pitch. It is swung on, fouled right down off Reyes' foot. Rolls toward Herrera at third, but foul right away. 1-2. Reyes, who last night reached on an infield hit to start the ninth, and he needs a moment here. Foul right down to the foot. He does have some shin guard ankle armor on, but must have missed it. And now time called right as Nicely was about to go. Austin, the yellow cleats today, matching the Revs' navy tops. He deals, and a swing and a shot off of Herrera's glove at third. Ricochets out into shallow left. Osme cuts it off with a backhand, but it's a base hit. Herrera lunging to his left. He ends up sprawled out on the dirt, but hit the tip of his glove and couldn't reach that one far enough to get it in the pocket. At Reyes last night, it was a misplay at third by Herrera that allowed him to reach with the leadoff infield hit, which probably should have been scored an error. And the winning run ended up unearned anyway on a bunt that Herrera threw away at first. So a disappointing end defensively last night. Here's Callaspo, who's DHing. He takes high. And they give him the day off defensively, at least to start the game. Typically their third baseman, but Farias in at third. Callaspo DHing. Switch hitter bats right. Here's the 1-0. And a cutter missed inside. It's hitting .372, 2 home runs, 31 driven in. .372 average, ranks second in the league. Roberto Baldequin of Lexington 1 point ahead. 2-0, and that's down and away. Teodoro Martinez is third. He's out of the lineup today, and then Castro enters play today, fourth. Nicely takes a moment. Mays indicating that maybe today 70 or 80 pitches. He did throw 111 on Wednesday. This is short rest for him. 3-0, and it misses high. So a walk follows the infield hit. And West Virginia with 2 on and 1 out.
The first baseman, number 53, Edwin Espinal. If he gets a hit tonight, one lefty row within a 3-out.
We'll bring up Edwin Espinal, the cleanup hitter. He has had a first-inning RBI in each game in this series, a double Friday night, a bases-loaded walk yesterday. He's hitting .313, 5 home runs, 32 knocked in. Nicely to the belt, and the first pitch, fastball, it is across at the knees for a strike. Nicely overall after the gem on Wednesday night. He's 5-5. That was his 5th win. 3.61 ERA, which coming in today ranks 2nd behind Darrell Thompson, who's at 3.50. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a little flare toward the line and right, but foul. This one bounding down through the West Virginia bullpen area. James Harris will come retrieve. So we'll wait a moment for Jimmy to get back into possession. By the way, umpiring crew, Scott Hart, the balls and strikes, Greg Losh at first, Steve Zawiski at third. Nicely a look back. Kenley creeping close. Pitch to Espinal is fouled straight back. A high fastball at 90. And nicely 72 and a third innings this season. That is 3rd in the league. He was tied for 2nd with Duke before Duke started 2 days earlier. 71 hits, just under a hit per inning. Opponents 248. That's the league's 3rd lowest, 5th lowest whip. Now looks, fires, and a swing and a line drive, left center, base hit. Sanford chasing it. He'll get to it on a hop. He tosses in on the run to get it in quickly, but Reyes cruising around third will score easily on it. RBI single to left center for Edwin Espinal, and the Power have struck first again. 1-0 here in the first inning. And he has driven in a first inning run in all 3 games in this series. I think nicely, I believe, trying to go high fastball again, and Espinal, even with 2 strikes, might have cheated a little bit to get to it and pull it and get on top of it. Here is Reimer Liriano, who's hitting .306, 8 home runs, 30 driven in. He asks for time and takes a step out. Nicely, the run on Wednesday, the only run was unearned. He deals, and it is a fastball strike at the top of the zone. Actually, looking at their radar gun, that was a changeup at 81. One thing about the short rest, he did not throw a bullpen between starts. He did throw maybe 10 or 12 pitches off the mound the other day just to... now Mace is going to call time and head out. And I wonder, it's 1st and 2nd, 1 out here. He's bringing the entire infield in. I wonder if these pitches are getting tipped from the runner at 2nd and sequenced for him to make this visit here with a runner at 2nd. I mean, the thought crossed my mind as keyed in as Espinal seemed to be on that base hit with 2 strikes. Wonder if Mays sensed a pattern or if they were picking up on Carlos's signs or something. He spends his first visit again today in the first inning. A little bit different situation than last night, but back ready to go. No balls and a strike to Liriano. First and second, a run home. Still one out. Here's the stretch from Nicely. And the pitch. It is swung on and missed. Fastball. He gasses that one up to 92. But yeah, he did throw off the bullpen mound yesterday, like 12 pitches just to get a little feel, but no normal bullpen on a short rest turn. He has done it before. He deals, and a swing and a line drive the other way. Base hit to right. Harris is on it. They will stop the slow-footed Cayaspo at third. Throw coming into Nelly. Bases loaded with one out. 4 straight have reached.
Now batting for your power. Our right fielder, number 12, Miles Williams.
That'll bring up Miles Williams with the bases loaded, one out.
For the power.
And after having the first out on a ground ball, it's been infield hit, walk, RBI single, single. Here is Miles Williams. It's off to a great start with West Virginia. First pitch is a slider called strike. Williams making the previous 2 teams in the league maybe that he was with this year maybe regret getting rid of him. He's hitting .276, 6 home runs with West Virginia in just 21 games. Pitch is a called strike down at the knees. He didn't think so. Backdoor slider, and Scott Hart can only say, well, talk to the old refurbished iPhone that's strapped to me. Williams had a 4 RBI game here Friday night. A 3-run homer and an RBI single. He's driven in 16 in just 21 games with his new team. Nicely could use a double play. A couple shake-offs, and now steps off and motions to Castro to go through the signs again. Now ready, a look back. Here's the 0-2, and a fastball that misses high and away. Wednesday night in Lancaster, the first game with the rubber back, he went 8, 1 unearned run, just 4 hits. He went 7 the start before that. Don't know if we're on that track today on short rest. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and a jam shot, fisted foul into the stands, first base side. This is a longer first inning than they would have liked. On a hot day. Right now, 23 pitches, still only 1 out. Now set at the belt. Another 1-2, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cutter high and away, and Williams extends and goes down swinging. Nicely, who had 4 strikeouts in that gem Wednesday, most of the outs put in play. And the 8 innings, his longest all-time with York. Longest since July 31st, 2019 in the Frontier League when he had a 9-inning shutout with Evansville. He said that he went on short rest a handful of times with Evansville down the stretch in 2018, I believe he said it was, a playoff push situation. Here is Dominic Bethencourt, and he swings and hits one in the air, foul down the right field side. Harris a look, but that'll rattle around in the Bud Light party deck overlooking the power bullpen down the line and right. Bethencourt hitting .275, 3 home runs, 12 driven in. He starts at short today. They have Scott Kelly inactive. Almer Reyes starting over at second today instead of short. No balls and a strike. Here's the stretch from Nicely. And he kicks, fires. It is high. Went off speed. He's really had to work here in the first inning, looking to hold them to just the one run, which would be big. Revs have been down 3-0 after an inning each of the last two nights. Two 2-0 in Lancaster the night before that. Here's the 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 91 in under his hands. That tied him up. Bethencourt has also gotten some time on the mound for them this season. He's appeared in 7 games in relief as a pitcher. Terrible numbers, but does have a win. 1-1 with a 14-21. Now he asks for time and backs out. I don't know that Nicely and Castro are 100% on the same page here. Certainly with a veteran runner at second, that can wreck the tempo. Now the 1-2. And look out. Oh, there's a net there. That's good. Foul shot right above the power first base dugout, but they do have protective netting, or somebody in the front row would have been in serious trouble. Well, this will be Nicely's 29th pitch of the first inning. Shakes off twice. Now he's ready. Another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Gets him on a change-up away, and that ends the first inning. But a run scores, 3 hits. Had to throw 29 pitches. He does leave him loaded. Had to work for that. It's 1-0 West Virginia as we head to the second.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
And we'll have that for you tomorrow night. Baltimore Baseball Show at 6 p.m. Keystone kickoff 6:30. Your Monday Revs off day. We're back with you Tuesday night. First of a brief 3 at home against Lancaster, all at 6:30. Well, it's a brief stay at home. The games probably won't be brief because it involves Lancaster. Although we will get our innings started quicker than 4 minutes after the previous one ended. Here's Nelly Rodriguez, who takes a first pitch strike to begin the second. Nelly hitting .370, hit his 8th home run last night. The average would rank 3rd in the league as he climbs toward having enough plate appearances. Here's the 0-1, and a changeup outside corner called strike 2. He is homered in 3 of the last 4. Figueroa winds and deals and yanks it down and away. Figueroa, just 21 years old from Venezuela, 6'4" righty. He deals and a changeup low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And his only previous experience that is detected in the network, he deals, and a swing and a foul back and out of play. A couple years in the Dominican Summer League with the Red Sox, 2016, 11 relief outings as a 16-year-old. And then 2017, 5 more as a 17-year-old. I don't know what he's been up to since. He fires, and a check swing, rolled foul, about 10 feet to the right of home plate, and Nelly, with an excuse me flinch, makes contact but stays alive. Castro and Herrera coming up. It was a 29-pitch first for Nicely. Figueroa needed just 11 to go 1-2-3 in his first inning. Winds and fires, and it's high and wide. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now into his windup, he pumps it home and misses inside. Nelly works his way on, first base runner of the day for the Revs. They're looking to tee off. So can you at Royal Manchester Golf Links. Play the best layout in PA on the area's only Pure Links course. Book online at royalmanchestergolflinks.com. Here is Carlos Castro, who comes in today 4th in the league in hitting, 365. And first pitch, breaking ball slipped, goes sailing outside. He is 0 for 5 in this series so far. Had a little 5-game hitting streak snapped in the opener. 1-0. And that is over for a strike at the top of the zone. 1-0 West Virginia here in the second inning. 1-1 pitch, swinging a bouncer foul down toward Polo at third. He'll chase this one. Down off the wall, 1-2. Carlos, 13 home runs. That is tied for 5th. 53 RBIs, ranks 4th. Figueroa deals, and a swing and a miss. Changeup gets him. He falls to a knee on the swing. That is out number 1 here in the second inning. His first strikeout of the day. I don't know why, but Toastman had some kind of Darth Vader routine targeting Carlos Castro. They play the music. And now some toast will be flung around the crowd. Here is Josue Herrera, hitting 259, couple homers. First pitch is a changeup up. Started at him, and he spins away. Herrera 1 for 7 in this series. Pitch, that is in tight for ball 2 as he jumps back. He is 1 for 11 the last 3, but prior to that, had hit safely in 9 in a row. Pitch, that is inside for ball 3. Had really been starting to turn a corner defensively, but has had a rough time here in this series. The game-ending error on the throw last night he takes here. It's a called strike. And we talked with Mace about the one that he had hoped to get a home run on in the 5th inning last night. That was, if you were wondering, our first pregame question as Herrera swings and fouls it back. If you weren't with us last night, Herrera blasted one that hit right around the top of the fence in center. They said that it stayed in play, and Mace, after looking at it, thinks they got it right. Came inches shy of a dead center homer. 3-2, and it's fouled off. Do it again. Rebs with their second and final visit to West Virginia, and an interesting little nugget, this was one of the last places that they visited. Pitch, change up, starts at him, tails back, and he's rung up. Called third strike on a front door change with movement. Back-to-back strikeouts, and more bread will fly. But Lexington was the last place that the Rebs had yet to visit, but West Virginia was late in the game. Actually, Long Island was after that, but here is Encarnacion who takes the strike. At any rate, this is the first place that the Rebs are finished visiting for the year. Second and final visit. 0-1, and that misses high and away. Next weekend, we'll make our second and final visit of the year to Gastonia. 1-1 pitch. That is high. Encarnacion hitting .282, 3 home runs, 25 driven in. The next one is on the outside corner. That's a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Figueroa trying to strike out the side. Pitch is swung on, fouled off to the right. Encarnacion 0 for 10 the last 3 games. Prior to that, he was hitting up near 500 for about a week and a half. 2-2, and he swings, drives it in the air, right field. Liriano toward the corner. He will get there. Going toward the line, he runs it down, and that ends the inning. Revs get a leadoff walk worked by Nelly Rodriguez, but that is all. He's left on base. We go to the bottom half of the second inning here today. It's West Virginia 1, York nothing.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester Golf Links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
Your source for all of Friday night's action. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli. Saturday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Austin Nicely's first pitch here in the second inning is low. 1-0, West Virginia leads. Alfonso Rada leading it off. 1-0 pitch. That is a fastball strike. Power backup catcher who's got the Sunday day game start. The 1-1, and that's taken low. Rada hitting 175 with a home run, 3 driven in, 21 games played. Pitch, and he swings, fouls it away, right field side. I believe next Sunday it's a bizarre late afternoon start time in Gastonia. Here's the 2-2, and it's lined the other way, down the line and right, but foul. That'll rattle off the seeds back into right field. Kenley to go retrieve it. The early Sunday start today, but yep, next Sunday is 4:50. It's the wind, the pitch, and it misses high, 3-2. A lot of pitches for nicely early today, which is not what they wanted. Here's the payoff, and it's inside. Now a leadoff walk, and Rada on to start the inning.
Now coming to bat for your Power.
Second walk issued. It'll bring up Ben Farias.
Ben Farias.
Oh, I'm sorry, Farias. For real. He is 0 for 14 in 7 games with West Virginia. He did somehow manage to get down the bunt that led to the end of the night last night. First pitch, swinging and a ground ball to second. Kenley there, tosses to short. Osme the turn, got him. 4-6-3. And a double play on the very next pitch. That's huge. 2 outs on 1 pitch. That'll work. And that middle infield double play combo is so solid. Kenley and Gregorio. Now we go to the top of the order. Connor Myers, who grounded out his first time. Nicely with the pitch. It's down low, change up. 1-0 West Virginia here in the second inning. 1-0, that misses high. The Power will make one more visit to York. It's the final 3 home games of the year, October 5th, 6th, and 7th. 2-0, and a fastball that's taken for a strike. Rebs are 3-5 against West Virginia. They won 2 out of 3 at home, lost 2 out of 3 here. They've lost the first 2 this series. Pitch is swung on, nubbed foul behind the plate. And it goes to 2-2. Nicely winds, fires, and a swing and a line drive to center. It's a base hit. Myers reaches out to get to it and sends it back up the middle. The Power with their 4th hit.
Number 14, your second baseman.
And that matches the total that nicely gave up across 8 innings in his last start. Myers a 2-out knock, and have to watch him at first. 8 for 10 in steals in 24 games. Here's Elmer Reyes, who reached on an infield single and scored in the first. 1-0 West Virginia. Nicely the pitch. That is upstairs. Now hoping for a quick inning after that first pitch double play. Right now he's at 43. You're working in the second inning. 1-0. And a change up. It's a called strike. Power thought it was up, but TrackMan approved of it. Sun's been shining pretty much since we've started. Pitch is grounded, foul down the third base side. It's 1-2. Mostly cloudy day, but we've been in mostly sunshine here for the last half hour anyway. Here on a warm Sunday in the Appalachians. Nicely set. Here's the 1-2. And a ground ball slap past first and a base hit down the line in right. Myers with good speed. Harris puts the hands up and must be under the tarp or behind it. And it's going to be a ground rule double, stopping Myers at third and Reyes on at second. He blistered it. And Nelly at first was holding the runner. He tried to reach toward the line and could not get a glove on it. Greg Losh goes down to check it. It is buried under the tarp roll. And it is a ground rule double. So no damage done yet, but the inning continues for Alberto Callaspo. Callaspo a walk, his first time. Switch hitter bats right. Second and third, 2 outs. And Callaspo asks for time and backs away. Nicely trying to keep this 1-0. Jack's first pitch. It is outside. It's their 5th hit. Nicely will be back on normal rest, if not extended, his next start. Have the off day tomorrow. Pitch is just outside. It's 2-0. Trying to get through today, and it's been a battle here early. Now sets and fires. And it is over for a strike, 2-1. Like a 2-seamer with some sink to it. Two balls, 1 strike. Nicely fires, and a line drive to left, a base hit. Myers scores, Encarnacion on it, he'll fire it in. He missed Herrera. It made it all the way to the plate. It almost hit Nicely, who didn't realize it was coming in. RBI single, 2-0. 3 straight 2-out hits, and Callaspo with the RBI knock. And it all started with Connor Myers reaching out with a 2-out, 2-strike single, keeping the inning alive. First and third for Edwin Espinal. Had an RBI single in the first. Pitched from Nicely, a swing and a pop-up foul, backing out of play.
Let's go, Big Ed, you're on him. You're on him. Come on, Ed, we'll be here now.
Now 51 pitches here in the first 2 innings. There's the stretch. Now the 0-1, and that's down low. Now one thing about Nicely, and again we'll have part 3 of his interview coming up, probably his next start, but I think we were talking about this off air, so I mentioned it now. He's a big James Madison football fan. They're season ticket holders, JMU. He fires, and it is down and in. That was close. Espinal check, didn't go. 2 balls and a strike. But we were talking about Grottoes, Virginia on today's segment, kind of a small town, he said. And everybody goes into Harrisonburg to shop and to eat. 2-1, and it's swung on, fouled away, right field side. Says if he wants to go to Walmart, which I don't know if I've ever said I want to go to Walmart, but he goes into Harrisonburg for that. ready. Here's the 2-2, and that misses high. He is fighting it here early today. It's a full count. Runner from first, Kayaspo, will be on the move. Nicely's 56th pitch here in the first 2 innings will be coming. As Castro puts down the signs, now ready. And here's the payoff. It is swung on, popped up. Nelly coming in toward the first base, dugout, and can't get there. It lands in front of him and bounces up into the stands. Now, he was eyeing up what was in front of him. And right as he was arriving by the dugout railing, landed about a step short of him. Now Espinal still with life. And nicely will deliver again, and a swing and a line drive, base hit down the left field line. A run in to make it 3-0. Kayaspo to third. Espinal goes lumbering into second with an RBI double. As he roped it out of the reach of Herrera at third. And an RBI double makes it a 3-0 West Virginia lead. 4 straight 2-out hits. Espinal 2 for 2 on the day, driving in his second. Now Reimer Liriano will bat. He singled his first time. That's their 7th hit. 3 in the first, 4 in the second. First pitch is up high. Now the 1-0. And a bouncing ball, shortstop. Gregorio waits for the second bounce. Letter high, he's got it. Throws it across to first to end the inning. But West Virginia, 2-out rally. They scored twice more on 4 straight hits. 2 runners left. And we'll go to the 3rd inning here this afternoon. It's the power of 3. The Revs, nothing.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post-hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head of the 3rd inning, it is 3-0 West Virginia. Couple long innings for nicely today. 29 pitches in the first, 30 in the second. Figueroa's been waiting, and his first pitch to Osmi Gregorio is a called strike down at the bottom of the strike zone. No hits for the Revs just yet, only a walk. The 0-1, and that's low. Gregorio hitting .313 through his first 16 games with York. The 1-1, that is outside. Did have a hit last night. The 2-1, it is low. He's 1 for 7 in this series. The 4 games prior to that had multiple hits in all 4. Overall has played very well. Pitch to him is a called strike on the outer edge. He started to scoot toward first, looking for the leadoff walk, but TrackMan said it had the zone. 3-2. Sanford and Harris due next. The wind and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Went upstairs. Gregorio might have chased ball 4. That's the 3rd strikeout for Figueroa. One down. Here's Darian Sanford. Swung it pretty well last night. First pitch is a called strike on the inner edge. He was turning. He had 1 hit last night, but hit it hard 3 times as he lays off up high. He also stole his 40th bag of the year, becoming the 3rd member of the Revs 40 steal club in a season. Pitch to him. He swings and grounds this one to second base, and up with it is Reyes. Throws to first for the out. 2 down, and Figueroa's retired 8 of 9, the first time through the order.
Now batting for the Revolution, number 21, right fielder James Harris.
We'll go to the top, and James Harris, who popped up to second to start the game. Revs trailing 3-0 here in the 3rd. They're being out hit 7-0. First offering, and it is a called strike. Working the outer half. The 0-1, change up, and that's a strike. Figueroa really in a good groove here early. Did not have very good success coming in, but he's cruising today. Here's the 0-2, and that's down in the dirt, change up. Gave up 5 in his last start. He fires, and it's swung on, fouled away. His first couple starts, pretty good. His last couple, not so much. 4 innings, 8 runs against Lancaster, 4 2/3, 5 runs in High Point. Now delivers, and a swing on a line drive base hit to left. Farias at third dove, couldn't reach. Harris is on with the Revs' first hit today. He's got a 7-game hitting streak.
The second baseman, number 9, Jack Kenley.
Now hopefully that'll unplug the dam. Revs with their first hit, and now seeing Figueroa the second time through the order. Here's Jack Kenley, who popped up his first time. And pitch to him. He swings, foul tips it back to the net. Had a good rip at it. I think Mace might want to give Kenley a day off soon. He has been on his feet at second every day, but facing a righty today, very tempting to leave him in there. It's the 0-1, and a changeup missing outside. Really, I do think it is a factor and not an excuse at all. The position players on their feet for 4 hours plus in Lancaster almost every night. Here's a swing and a miss. Change up 1-2. And then a quick turnaround and the long bus ride. I think some of these guys are a little beat. Need that day off tomorrow. Pitch to Kenley. It is up high, 2-2. Down 3-0 here in the third inning. Pitch, and it is just outside. Good eye from Kenley. Count goes full. Harris will be on the move from first. On the stretch, the pitch, and a swing and a ground ball, second base. This one right to Reyes. He's got it, throws on to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Revs have been held quiet through the first 3 innings each night, or each day here at West Virginia. That's the case again. And we go to the bottom of the third, still 3-0, Power on top.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park, with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
3-0 West Virginia. Bottom of the third inning. Nicely's first pitch is swung on and missed by Miles Williams. Struck out swinging his first time up. They're hacking here today. The 0-1, and it's a called strike. Nicely with a fastball up in the zone. He has been working up a lot today. Here's the wind, the pitch, and he bounces it off Castro and away. And I don't know if it might be a little problematic at times with the 7 hits given up. I'm not sure that he's trying to attack up there. He deals, and it's in the dirt, 2-2. It is more of an accepted thing in today's game with analytics. High fastballs, get swings and misses, but I don't really think that's his MO today. Here's a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. Just struggling to get it down a little bit. Did strike out Williams upstairs the first time. Pitch is pulled on the ground at short. One hop. Osme flags it to his left, fires across, and there's one away. Easy pickings for Osme. That thing was hardly a bother. Hit hard, but he makes it look so easy.
Your shortstop, Dominic.
He can just pick it all day. One down, here is Bethencourt, who struck out his first time. First pitch, that's up high. Revs down 3-0. Last night, we're down 3-0 before they scored, and the night before that, so the night before that, 5-0. Here's a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. It is a tough stretch that they've been on, and at least the last two nights faced really good starters. Here's the 1-1. That is outside. Not too many teams at this point this season can offer you Kubiak and Villanueva back-to-back. Now the 2-1. And nicely paints the outside corner. Went off speed and evens it up. 2-2. Wind and the pitch, and a swing and a foul back. Better location this inning. That was a changeup again, right where he wanted it away, but also a lot of foul balls, driving that pitch count up. Now winds and deals, and missing outside, trying to go changeup again. Revs trying to come back today, but looking for a big home series this week. That is important. And then going away right away again. And here's a fastball high and outside. That's ball 4. And Bethencourt works his way on. That's the third walk from Nicely. It's had one each inning. Nicely faced the power once before. It was at home July 22nd, and he had a high pitch count in that game, even though he only gave up 2 runs in 5 innings. Gave up 2 in the first that night. He walked 5 in that game. Here's Rada, who takes the first pitch strike. Had a no decision that night. He left trailing 2-1 after 5. Revs won that game in the 10th when Isaac Sanchez scored as the pinch runner. There's the 0-1 to Rada, and a swing and a fly ball lifted to left. Encarnacion will drift over toward the line. He's there and squeezes one-handed. That's out number 2.
Next up, number 19, your third baseman, Ben Farias.
Now Ben Farias to the plate, hit into a double play, his first time up on one pitch. Rounding out their order today, nicely looking for his first scoreless inning. And he is set, first pitch, that is over for a strike, changeup. West Virginia, 3-0 lead, a run in the first, 2 in the second. Now the 0-1, and a ground ball slapped to second again. Kenley backs up to play the hop, gets square, and throws to first to end the inning. Farias hits it his way both times. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. We'll go to the 4th. Still 3-0 West Virginia.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the fourth. Malky Mesa takes a first pitch strike. 3-0 West Virginia. It's where we've been at this point every game this series. Here's the 0-1. And a line drive base hit up the middle. Hooked over toward left center. And Mesa is on to start the inning. A leadoff hit. So the second time through the order now. 2 of the 3 have base hits. James Harris had a 2-out single in the third. And for Malky, he is now hit safely in 8 straight. And 14 consecutive starts. He would be on a 14-gamer if not for an 0-for-1 pinch hit appearance. Here's Nelly. And he swings and misses. Walked his first time today.
Can I finish mine? But you want to...
Figueroa, the 0-1. And it's a called strike. Outside corner. Again, Figueroa pretty good his first 2 starts. 5 innings, 2 runs, then 6 innings, 3 runs. Has struggled the last 3. Pitch, it is a called third strike. Fastball at the top of the zone, outside edge. Nelly left shaking his head. And he's rung up. Strikeout number 4 for Figueroa today. Last 3 starts, Figueroa 0-2 with a 12.34 ERA. His first 2, he was 1-1 with a 4.09. Here's Castro, who looks at one just outside, shaking his head no. Struck out his first time today. The 1-0 and a swing and a miss, a changeup. The 1-1, swing a ground ball left side, that'll find the opening. Base hit left field. Mesa up to second. Castro is on. Revs with their 3rd hit. Again, now the second time through the order. Single out, single out, single. Revs will look to bunch some of these together as Josue Herrera digs in. Was called out on strikes his first time today. One other game going on right now. Lancaster leads Southern Maryland 4-2 in the 4th. Pitch to Herrera. He swings and fouls it off. Third base side. Every team in the Atlantic League North is 2-2 except for York. 1-3, 1 game back. Lancaster and Southern Maryland have split their first 2. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a drive to center field. Myers going back. It tails toward left center. He runs it down deep in left center. Mesa tags from second. He'll go to third. Throw coming in towards second. And once again, Herrera drives one deep to the middle of the field, but last night had to settle for a double instead of a homer. Here this time, the ball is caught by Myers going back toward the front of the warning track. At 2 down, first and third, JC Encarnacion with 2 outs will try to get the Revs on the board. He flied to right his first time. First pitch swinging, and he swings through it. High fastball. Now the 0-1. Change up, hit high in the air, left center field. This one's hit pretty well. Myers is back to the fence. He leaps. It is gone. JC Encarnacion ties the game. A 3-run home run here in the 4th. His 4th of the year, and that does get him on the board, and it ties the game 3-3 as Mesa and Castro wait to greet him at the plate. Back into the lineup today and launches it just over on the other side of the yellow line at the base of the video board in left center. And no argument about this one as it caromed up on the other side. Here it now is Osmi Gregorio who hits a bullet to third and right at Farias who squeezes it to end the inning. But we start over. Revs on the board again. It takes until at least the 4th inning, but they have drawn even and a brand new ball game here in West Virginia. 3 runs, 3 hits, nobody left. 3-3 our score, middle of the 4th.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on 2 crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Well, let's have a restart. 3-3, Revs tie it up. Connor Myers leading off the home 4th. Nicely pounds a strike in to start it. JC Encarnacion, the 3-run homer, out of the reach of Myers, who leapt at the wall in left center, but had caromed up, clearing on the other side. Here's a swing and a foul back. 0-2. Myers 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Wind and the pitch, and a ground ball jammed him. Left side, Herrera cuts it off to his left, steadies and fires a strike to first. To get the quick and hustling Connor Myers. Herrera, nice play this time, cutting it off to his left.
14, Elmer Reyes.
One down here in the fourth. And Elmer Reyes to the plate. Reyes 2 for 2, infield hit, double, 2 runs. First pitch is a little high. Nicely could really use it. Quick inning, the pitch count definitely a concern. On short rest today, the 1-0, swing and a miss. And Reyes tried to kill it, and nicely killed the speed with that changeup. Shakes off and ready. Here's the 1-1, and it bounces, and it missed Castro and got Scott Hart. But it didn't hit him where it hit Steve Zawiski last night. Hit him right in the gonads last night. Here's the wind from Nicely, the 2-1, and a line drive to center field, base hit. Fastball up, and Reyes gets to it, stays on top of it, singles up the middle. He's 3 for 3.
Next up is your DH, number 13, Alberto Caiazzo.
3 runs on 8 hits for West Virginia, 3 runs on 4 hits for York. And a 1-out base runner for Alberto Caiazzo. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters have not been retired at all today. Caiazzo a walk and an RBI single. First pitch, fastball. It is just outside. I think Scott Hart flinched like maybe reaction-wise he would have called it, but he is being told what to do by a machine. It's the 1-0, and it's fouled off first base side. Doesn't that that just kind of seems like the future of society, let alone baseball umpiring. Now the 1-1, that is taken low. Nicely now at 85 pitches, which it's going to prompt some bullpen activity. He fires, and a swing, a ground ball toward the middle. Osme cannot reach it. It took a hop and goes into center. Base hit for Caiazzo, first and second with 1 out. And Gregorio going hard to his left, up the middle behind second. He went to lunge for it, and the spin that ball had, it took the slightest carom away from him. And as a result, he could not reach it. If he gets a good kick, they have plenty of time to turn an inning-ending double play with Caiazzo kind of a clogger on the bases. Here's Edwin Espinal, and he takes the first pitch strike. It's the way it's been going today, though. Power now with their 9th hit. Revs get Isaac Sanchez up in the bullpen. He pitched 2/3 of an inning last night. Lennon catching him down there. Nicely comes set. Here's the 0-1, and it's down and away. And Espinal's been a problem. RBI single, RBI double. He's driven in 4 in this series. Nicely the pitch, and a line drive the other way, base hit down the line in right field. Reyes around third will score, Caiazzo to third, Espinal lumbering to second. Here comes Caiazzo, and there's no relay, and he scores. It's a 2-run double to right, and the Power lead again, 5-3. And this time the ball was near the tarp, but not stuck under it. Harris had to go play it. It ended up down in the corner somewhere behind the tarp, and he had to go and retrieve it somewhere buried in the corner. And whatever happened to it down there, I don't know if it rattled around. That allowed Kayaspo, who does not run particularly well at this stage in his career, 38-year-old, but allowed him to score all the way from first. Now, a 2-run double. Espinal 3 for 3, 2 doubles. He's driven in 4 today. He stands at second. And Reimer Liriano, the hitter, first pitch fastball is taken high. It's the second 4 RBI game for a power hitter in this series. And for Espinal, it's a total of 6 driven in the 3-game set. Rebs had done a pretty good job on him. Here's a swing and a foul bag. And it's 1-1. Nicely set. Looks like Sanchez ready whenever they want him. Here's the 1-1. And it's down low. The 2, 3, 4 hitters now for West Virginia are a combined 8 for 8. And 1 through 5, 10 for 13. 6 down, 0 for 6. Here's the 2-1. That is a called strike. Fastball on Nicely's 95th pitch. He is not going to be in much longer. In fact, this might be his final hitter. It's 2-2, and it's down and in, a slider. Again, just on Wednesday night, 111 pitches in 8. Full count here. Now the payoff, and it's down and in. A walk to Liriano, 4 straight have reached. Here comes Mace. He's got the lineup card in hand. And I think Melky might come in to play left. He is going to. They're not. And JC just made it a tougher decision. He hit the 3-run homer in the 4th. But you'd hate to lose Melky's bat trailing in this game with it being only the 4th inning. So a double switch. Isaac Sanchez is coming in. And we'll have a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts here in the 4th. It's a short outing for Nicely today on short rest. He leaves trailing 5-3. And we'll be back to West Virginia in just a moment.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Shadowfax is committed to helping people with intellectual disabilities live an everyday life in their home and community. Currently, Shadowfax is seeking applicants with a passion for making a difference, one person at a time. Open positions include Residential Direct Support Professional, LPN, Day Services Community Participation Support, Residential Scheduler, Training Manager, and more. Shadowfax offers comprehensive benefits packages and a $1,000 sign-on bonus for most positions if hired before August 1st. For a full list of open positions and pay rates, visit shadowfax.org. Shadowfax, building relationships, creating possibilities. Shadowfax is an equal opportunity employer.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Well, on the double switch, it's actually Darian Sanford who comes out of the game. Encarnacion goes from left to center. Mesa is in the game in left. And Isaac Sanchez comes in nicely. 3 1/3 innings. It's actually his shortest start of the year. High pitch count, the biggest problem. Revs trailing 5-3. One of the West Virginia coaches is questioning something. What's his problem? He is in the ear of Scott Hart, who's now going to bring the umpires together. Well, what could this be all about? Well, we all wait with bated breath. Sanchez is in for the second straight night. He hit 2/3 of an inning last night. 1 inherited run scored. Now he's being made to wait for whatever this is. As he goes to the rosin bag, he'll have a little chat with Edwin Espinal at second while he waits. They're going to ask Mays to come out. I'm sure this will go great. I have no idea what this could be about. Now May is asking Darian Sanford to come in the dugout. I guess, does somebody have to, does Encarnacion have to leave the game for some reason? I saw nothing wrong with the switch, but Ken Joyce, their hitting coach, I think just figured out a way to get Melky out of the game. Well, what the heck was illegal about what they did? Now Melky does leave the game. Was there couldn't have been something on the lineup card. I don't get it. The plan all day was to send him in on the double switch, which is done all the time. I don't get it. Here is Sanchez first offering to Miles Williams, and it's down low. I have no idea. Williams, a strikeout and a ground out. Now the 1-0 from Isaac, and a swing and a pop-up foul. Castro coming back toward their on-deck area, and it's out of play. Lands a couple of rows behind the power dugout. Melky's in the dugout laughing. That's what he always does, but unless there's something that's written in specifically with the double hook rule that it can only be 1-for-1, but I swear we've seen other teams make multiple switches. Here's a swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Castro blocks it to his left and is on it quickly, 1-2. I guess Ken Joyce just made his big contribution. The star of the game. On a 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Splitter sends him back to the dugout. 2 down here in the 4th. Sanchez, pretty nasty splits in that sequence. He is 3-0, a 5.70 ERA in 28 outings. Again, he's in back-to-back games. Here's Dominic Bethencourt. He has struck out and walked. First pitch from Sanchez, a swing and a miss on a splitter. He's got that thing diving. 5-3 West Virginia here in the 4th. First and second, 2 outs. Now, Sanford back in the game. Encarnacion back over and left. And Mesa is the one that's out. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a foul back, out of play. They did want to give him as much of a day off as they could, so it's not the end of the world, but it's really irritating to watch that happen. Sanchez has his sign. Here's the 0-2. And a splitter in the dirt, struck him out swinging. Castro blocks it. He'll step out, makes the throw to first, and the inning is over. Sanchez retires the 2 that he faces, both on strikes. He would have been leading off the inning had the switches stood, but something went wrong, apparently. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 men left, and we go to the 5th. It's West Virginia on top, 5-3.
Suffering from chronic pain, anxiety, or insomnia? CBD Supply MD York has the solution for you. Natural alternatives to pain relief while combating high prescription prices and deductibles. Our products are high quality, organic, and third-party tested. Family owned and operated, CBD Supply MD York is community and family oriented and the most trusted source and supplier of the highest quality Delta 8 and CBD products, including oils, ointments, vapes, gummies, and pet treats. Call us at 817-1097. That's 817-1097. Or stop in and see us at 3923 East Market Street in York. CBD Supply MD York, your quality CBD supply in York.
Get ready to crush your goals. Join Crunch Fitness now for $1 and memberships starting at $10.99 a month. At Crunch, you get more of what you want.
You can run, you can lift, you can train, you can jump, squat, lunge, dance, and hit it with us. And at Crunch, an obsession with so fresh and so clean means you can feel confident getting a safe workout. Join Crunch today and get 1 month free. Use code RADIO to claim your free month at crunch.com. That's the code RADIO at checkout to get 1 free month at crunch.com.
Come see why Jack GM Volvo has been York County's trusted new and used car dealer for over 50 years. In need of service for your vehicle? Get a free PA state inspection when you mention promo code REVSBaseball. 9 brands and 4 convenient locations. For more information and details, visit gmvolvo.com.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Head of the 5th, and Darian Sanford gets his day to continue. He will lead things off 5-3 West Virginia. Sanford to ground out his first time. Here's the pitch from Figueroa, and that's over for a strike. Sanford, Harris, and Kenley this inning. The 0-1, and that is over for strike 2. I have no idea the problem. Here's a swing and a miss. Figueroa went away and gets Sanford on 3 pitches. That's his 5th strikeout. Figueroa's and 1 down here in the 5th. And we're flinging bread. Here is Harris back at the top. He's 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd, did extend his hitting streak to 7. A wind and the first offering that is outside. Power 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Revs 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Pitch that is over for a strike. Sanchez will still be in the 5th inning. 1-1 and a changeup down low. The 2-1, and he got the inside corner strike call. Harris a little grimace as he looks back. But Scott Hardy's just doing what he's told to do by a robot. 2-2, breaking ball, hooked on the left side and cut off on a hop by Farias at 3rd, and he steadies and fires to 1st for the out. Now, Jimmy got it off the end of the bat, little top spin hooking 1-hopper, and Farias able to reach it on a hop to his left. Looked like a liner when it left the bat, but didn't quite get a hold of it. So 2 down. Here is Jack Kenley. He's popped up and grounded out. Figueroa with the pitch, swinging a miss. Revs down 5-3 here in the 5th. The wind, the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Fastball is high 80s at best. I think 87 and mid 80s. That was 86, but movement now deals and misses high, 1-2. Pitch to Kenley, swing and a miss. Change up down low, strikeout number 6. Figueroa marches off with a 1-2-3 5th inning. One of his best starts so far since his first couple of outings. And we're halfway home today from Charleston. It's the Power 5 and the Revs 3.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit columbiagaspa.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Head to the bottom of the 5th, 5-3, West Virginia leads. Alfonso Reda will lead things off. I know I'm getting questions from listeners about what happened with Melky. I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to find out until Tuesday night on the pregame. Everything looked like it was all buttoned up, but Ken Joyce found something wrong with it. Here's Alfonso Reda leading off the home 5th as Isaac Sanchez misses low to start the inning. Struck out both that he faced in the 4th. The 1-0. And there's a fastball strike. And nicely, his final line today, 3 1/3, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, 2 Ks. Pitch, it is down and away. At 96 pitches, 59 strikes. He's been very consistent, just a rough one this afternoon, the 2-1, and a foul tip back to the netting. 2-2. I wonder if Figueroa is near his end. They have a righty up. Pitch is a fastball and just inside. It looked good. Castro came out ready to throw it down to third, but Trackman thought differently. 3-2. Sanchez, the payoff, and a swing and a miss. Blew him away upstairs. Isaac has struck out all 3 that he's faced. One down here in the 5th inning. We'll bring up Ben Farias. Sanchez winds, first offering. It is swung on and looped to shallow right center. Sanford in, he runs it down. Made a one-hand hip-high grab with the glove turned upward, and then just as he took his next step, tossed it up out of his glove to himself. He comes scooting in and runs it down in shallow center, 2 away. Sanchez, a quick second out. Here is Connor Myers at the top of the order. 1 for 3, singled and scored in the second. First pitch fastball. There's a called strike at the knees. Well, if they want Isaac to continue to pitch, he will bat next inning. He fires, and a swing on a line drive to center. Sanford there waiting on it. In a step at the end, and squeezes, and it's a very quick 1, 2, 3, 5th inning for Isaac Sanchez. He's retired all 5 that he's faced. I guess he won't be batting. I think Isaac Cruz is about to start loose, or Israel Cruz, Isaac Sanchez with 5 up, 5 down. We'll go to the 6th inning here this afternoon. It's still 5-3, West Virginia.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the 6th inning, and it will be a new pitcher. New pitcher for the Power, but a familiar one to us. Right-hander Junior Rincon, who just landed here recently. Had been with Lancaster. He takes over. Pitching change. I can't remember if I said it or not. It's brought to you by Maple Donuts. Tyler Hill will pinch hit and lead off. Revs down 5-3. Again, one other game going right now. Southern Maryland has closed the gap. It's a 1-run game in Lancaster, 5-4. Lancaster leading, 6th inning. Later on today, Gastonia at Lexington at 5:05. Long Island at High Point at 5:05.
For York, number 23, Tyler Hill.
Around the League, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Now, Hill will pinch hit. He's hitting .214. Does have a hit in each of his last 2 games played, including a pinch hit the other night. He's 2 for 9 as a pinch hitter. And Rincon starts him with a fastball for a strike at 92. From the stretch, Junior delivers. And a swing and a miss on a fastball. I feel like I've seen Rincon everywhere I go. Saw him at the hotel, walking down the hall. Saw him at the mall. There's the 0-2, and that misses down low. The mall leaves a little bit to be desired here, although it depends on what store you go into. It's the 1-2, and a breaking ball just outside. He started into his strikeout walk behind the mound. Didn't get it. Rincon pretty much straight over the top. His curveball is pretty much top to bottom break. He refocuses, 2-2. Pitch to Hill. It is swung on, bounced out of the reach of Rincon. It's short. It's Bethencourt charging, fires, can't get him, and Hill beats it out. It's an infield single. And he has hit safely in 3 straight with a couple of pinch hits on that run. The leadoff base runner to start the 6th. And Rincon a pitch after he thought he had him struck out, and the computer said no. Gives up the infield hit. Hill bounced it over Rincon's outstretched bare hand, and that left Bethencourt with the do-or-die try, and Hill beats it out. Here's Nelly Rodriguez, who's walked and struck out. Rincon with the pitch, fastball, and it blazes in for a strike at 94. It's his second outing with West Virginia, 2 scoreless innings in his first appearance, which was against Gastonia earlier in the week. He fires, and a curveball hit in the air down the line in right field. Long run for Liriano, and it lands fair and bounces up against the Bud Light party deck. Liriano plays the carom quickly, but Hill will make it to third, and Nelly is on at first. Now, he's claiming that it went up and over out of play, or that part of the stadium is not in play and that it should be a ground rule double, but it will be. And Nelly awarded second base. See if Ken or anybody from the West Virginia dugout has a problem with this. I guess not. I guess this is all on the up and up. So a ground rule double for Nelly. He looped it inside the line and it caromed up against the party deck. And here's Castro now as he takes a strike. Second and third, no outs. And a single now potentially could tie this game again. Castro 1 for 2, single and a run scored. Pitch to him, he swings, bounces it. Rincon's got it on a hop in front of the mound, lobs it to first. And it'll get there ahead of Castro for the first out. Carlos slamming his bat down as he does not get the job done with second and third. Now there's one away. And Josue Herrera coming up. Toastman and all of them getting on Carlos for the reaction. Whatever. Here's Herrera, who's struck out and flied out deep. Rincon with the pitch and a swing and a foul back. The Revs were down 3-0 in the fourth, tied it on an Encarnacion homer, and he's on deck, by the way. Now they're down 5-3 and trying to at least draw even again. This is Rincon's fourth different Atlantic League team, beginning with York. He fires, and it is outside. With Lancaster earlier this year, was 0-2 with a 767 earned run average. 21 outings, including 1 start. 1-1, fastball, that's outside. It's with Somerset for 8 games in 2019. And back in 2018 with the Revs, had 10 saves, had a 2.93 ERA and 43 outings. It's the stretch, the 2-1 to Herrera. And it's down and away. He's staying away from him with first base open. And a righty on deck, even though it's a guy who went yard last time up. 3-1. See how good a one he gets to hit. Rincon holds, now delivers, and a swing and a miss. Going at him with the heat, 3-2. Revs down 5-3 here in the 6th inning. Rincon set and delivers, and it's down low. Loses him to the walk. Now Herrera is on, and that'll load him here with one out. And here comes Encarnacion, who back in the fourth tied it up. 3-run home run, his fourth of the year. And all here in just the last couple weeks. I guess JC is the IHOP strikeout batter here today. First pitch, he swings and misses. Going after a fastball down. 3-run homer in the fourth tied it. Rebs now down 2 here in the sixth with the bases packed for him. Hill at third had an infield hit, and Nelly at second doubled. Herrera at first. Pitch is a curveball, and it buckles down for a called strike. 12-6. Sharp, tight hook at the top of the strike zone. It's 0-2. Osmi Gregorio watching from the on-deck circle. Now Rincon ready. Here's the 0-2, and a fastball missing way high. I think May sensed that JC was getting a little bit fatigued, rested him the last couple nights. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and a foul way up and off to the right. Encarnacion battling. Now got 11 RBIs his last 13 games with a 3-run homer today. Another 1-2, and a swing and a foul back. Once again on a high fastball, he's able to get to it. Rincon now at 20 pitches. He's gotten one out. Another 1-2. Curveball, and it's a called third strike. Breaks it off on the outside corner. 2 down here in the sixth. And they'll get their pancakes today. And that'll leave it up to Osmi Gregorio. With the bases loaded, 2 down.
The shortstop, number 18, Osmi Gregorio.
Gregorio's struck out and lined out. Israel Cruz will throw a few more. He's coming in the bottom half. First pitch is outside. Rebs down 5-3, a golden opportunity. Rincon takes a stroll behind the mound. This is only the second time today they've had multiple runners on in the same inning. The other time was the 3-run homer inning in the fourth.
Turn 2!
1-0, and a swing and a bouncer foul down past Polo at third. Luis Sanchez guarding Lennon Rodriguez, who's catching Cruz. Sanchez handles that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rincon to the plate. Breaking ball, tapped on the ground to short. Bethencourt charges, gloves, fires on the run, and gets him at first. Inning over, and Rincon gets out of it with no damage done. Rebs had second and third, no outs. Do not score. No runs, 2 hits, 3 men left. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 5-3, West Virginia.
The 1741 Club is here. You in? People's Bank Park introduces a revolution in hospitality in York. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. Now open on the skybox level of People's Bank Park, the 1741 Club features stylish design and contemporary decor, all-inclusive food and beverages, and totally flexible ticket purchase options. The hottest spot in York is the place to entertain and thank customers, reward employees, celebrate family occasions, or simply treat yourself to an all-inclusive experience at the ballpark. Nightly menus include enhanced classics and a rotation of special offerings, and house selections of draft beer and wine and a full range of non-alcoholic beverages are included in the ticket price. 1741 Club tickets are available for individual purchase through 3 levels of membership or as season tickets, and they can be used for any of the York Revolution's home games based on availability. The 1741 Club, presented by UPMC. You in? Details and pricing at 1741club.com.
At York Saw and Knife, we are a quality, custom manufacturer of metal business-to-business cutting products. We serve lots of industries. Some include food processing, textiles, packaging, and lumber mills. As a stable, growing, family-owned business, our employees are family. We're looking for positive, quality-minded team members interested in the metal trades. We have both first and second shift openings for entry-level employees. To find out more about the positions available at York Saw and Knife, visit yorksaw.com.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 5-3 West Virginia. And Israel Cruz will come in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 5 games. He's 1-1 with a 2.45 ERA. He was last in 5 days ago, Tuesday night in Lancaster, so it's been a bit. Actually suffered the loss in extra innings in that game.
Leading off this with Herbert Powers, the second baseman, number 14, Elmer Reyes.
And he's totaled 3 2/3 innings in his 5 appearances. Elmer Reyes will lead things off. 1 run allowed. And Cruz from the windup. First pitch, fastball is up and away. Reyes 3 for 3 with a double and 3 runs scored today. The wind and the 1-0. That's down and outside. The Reyes, Callaspo, and Espinal, and this part of the order, 2, 3, 4, is a combined 8 for 8. 5 ribbies, 4 runs, and a walk. 2-0, and it misses high. Cruz, a 7th-year pro, 4 years in the Rangers system at the rookie levels, then traded to San Francisco after the 2017 season. He delivers, and it is in for a strike. That was in a deal for lefty Matt Moore, who's now with the Phillies. He had 2 years in the Giants system, reaching high A in 2019. The 3-1 fastball. There's a strike on the outer half. Cruz back to running full. Power now get a lefty up in their pen. And here's the payoff. It is swung on, slapped on the ground to second. 2 hops right to Kenley. He's got it. Throws on to first, and there's 1 away. Revs are back home Tuesday night at 6:30 against Lancaster. And then Wednesday at 6:30, Shipley Energy Night and Downtown's Birthday. And Thursday, a throwback Thursday, 70s theme with Schoolhouse Rock presented by UPMC. Also, Penn State Family Celebration with Rally Towel giveaway presented by Penn State York. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com. There's Alberto Callaspo batting from the left. First one is down in the dirt. Of course, you can also call 717-801-HITS or stop in at the Shipley Energy ticket office. Cruz, the 1-0. Oh, nails Aspo right around the right hip. And he's hit by a pitch. A 1-out base runner. Aspo on for the 4th time today.
Is your third row, first baseman, number 53, Espinal.
Here is Edwin Espinal, 3 for 3, 2 doubles, 4 ribbies. First pitch from Cruz is down and away, a splitter. Big day for Espinal, who's driven in 6 in this series. Pitch, that's in the dirt, and it snuck past Castro, deflected off his glove. And Aspo moves up on what'll be a wild pitch. First one of those issued by the Revs this afternoon, actually for either team. Aspo up to second. And another RBI opportunity for Espinal. Here's the 2-0. And there's a fastball for a strike. He entered this series just 4 for 22 against York. Revs had done a good job against him, but is now 5 for 9 this weekend with 6 driven in. 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. It's a fastball split combo for Cruz as sun shines brighter again. Most of the cloud cover is broken up, at least overhead. 2-2, and a swing and a high drive to deep left field. Espinal walks, he's into his trot, it's gone. 2-run homer bouncing out on the road and up against the building next door. He knew it, and he hits his 6th, and has now driven in 6 on the day. A 2-run home run to left, and West Virginia now leads it 7-3 here in the 6th inning.
Next up, number 48, right fielder, Liriano.
Here is Reimer Liriano. First pitch upstairs. Espinal 4 for 4, 2 doubles, a home run, and 6 driven in. Huge day. Here's the 1-0, and a line drive to third, and Herrera catches it. Fortunately, it didn't catch him. That thing smoked. Oh, it stung his hand. He started to jump up, and then I think it had some top spin or hook, and he pulled back, and it got him maybe in the palm. That hurt. He's got his glove off, squatting down at third. Third base Steve Zawiski telling Mays to come out and have a look. And Meg Haas will as well. Oof, that thing was scalded. And he caught it, but I think it partially caught him. Somewhere in the glove hand. And if you don't catch it in the pocket and it's hit that hard, it can really hurt. When catchers get thumbed Like if they catch a right-handed sinker running in or a lefty slider the wrong way, it bends the thumb back, and you can basically sprain your thumb. And they put in some guards for that. He's coming out of the game. Wow. Guerrero leaving the game. Meg is actually carrying his glove off. He'll be checked out in the dugout. I mean, I wonder if working on that left hand, like, did a finger get bent back and potentially even broken? I mean, I don't want to speculate, but for him to leave the game, and he was definitely favoring it.
Defensive substitution for the Revolution.
So Dundon comes in. He'll play some catch with Gregorio at short.
Number 6, Andrew Dundon.
And he's set to go. That ball was laced. And they're down there in the far corner of the dugout. I don't know if Rivera's standing there. There might be a little bit of a language barrier too. Here's Miles Williams, who's 0 for 3. First pitch from Cruz, a breaking ball high. I always wonder if they're like popping a finger back into place when they're huddled like that. Here's a swing and a miss. Another good off-speed offering from Cruz, who evens it up. Williams 0 for 3, 2 Ks, a ground out. 1-1, and a swing and a foul tip back behind the plate. I think they're taping it up for now, but he is definitely in some pain. Here's the wind from Cruz. Fakes one leg kick, now goes to it, and bounces it past Castro, who catches it coming straight back off the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Malky, he may as well be the captain of this team. He's down there helping as well. Here's a fastball that misses high, 3-2. Cruz winds, the payoff, breaking ball, yanked deep but foul, way foul and left. And we'll do it again. Yeah, initially, neither Mace or Meg went out right away. Like, figure out, probably stung his hand, and usually give it a minute to see if it's serious, but then the base said, you guys might want to come out. Here's the wind, another 3-2, and a swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Williams down to a knee. Castro a clean pick, and he'll apply the tag. And that ends the inning, but not before Edwin Espinal goes yard. 2-run shot. The only hit of the inning. He's had an enormous day. And we go to the 7th with West Virginia now on top, 7-3.
You get in your car. And you start your car. You put the car in gear. And you go. Nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed. Or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise. Or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com. to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your shift together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
I felt like my well-being was tied to the morning stock numbers. I wanted to invest, but grew tired of the stress of potential losing it all. A friend of mine suggested I talk to Tom Dasher about a fixed index annuity that could be a stable option while still seeing potential growth. Tom has been helping folks here in York County for over 30 years. Give him a call at 717-487-2096 to see if he can assist you.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Head of the seventh, lefty Luis Guzman is the new pitcher for West Virginia. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And they now have a bigger lead, 7-3. Guzman was outstanding Friday night. Went 2 innings, gave up just 1 blue pit, struck out 5 and walked none. And he'll be called upon again here. This is game number 8 for him. No record, 2.16 ERA. And good numbers across the board. 8 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. That's all. He's walked 6 and has struck out 16. Darian Sanford will lead things off. Junior Rincon with the lead at 2 at the time, got out of a bases-loaded jam in the 6th. In fact, 2nd and 3rd, no outs, tying runs both in scoring position, and the Revs could not score. And huge turning point in the game, as then in the bottom half of the inning, West Virginia did. On Edwin Espinal's 2-run homer. Here's Sanford batting from the right. He leads off. First pitch from Guzman is in tight. Corners both in. Second baseman Reyes way up. And they tell Bethencourt at short move a step further in as well. 1-0. And that is low. 7-3 the score. Guzman with the pitch, and that's down and in for ball 3. Guzman's another one that's kind of come out of nowhere and has had success. Venezuela native, 25 years old, a little bit of a funky delivery, fires, and it's over for a strike, 3-1. And the last time he had surfaced, just like their starter today, Figueroa, was back in 2017, which was at low A in the Rockies system. It's the 3-1, and that's over for a strike. Had 5 years in the Rockies system. The first 3 were in the Dominican Summer League. Then rookie in the U.S., low A in Boise. 3-2, and is swinging a bouncer foul down the third base side. The rookie ball in the U.S. was in Grand Junction in the Pioneer League, Colorado. Harris and Kenley do this inning. Bobby Rossman is loosening for York. Guzman from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 to Sanford. And he swings and misses. It's in the dirt, though. Bounces over to the left, and he's going to reach. As Rada couldn't corral it. And Sanford is on a strikeout wild pitch to start the inning. Well, not the way he'd prefer, but Revs have a leadoff base runner. Yeah, here's James Harris at the top. Harris 1 for 3. Hitting streak up to 7. Guzman with the pitch and a swing and a miss. Change up. Boy, Harris, he did not get cheated there. It's a big cut. Friday night, he had the only hit off Guzman. It was a bloop, but fell in for him. Now move to first, and Sanford diving back. Guzman with the fairly tricky pickoff move there, it looked like. Lifted the leg, was still looking toward home plate, and then whipped one over. And another move. Sanford back on a dive. He's got Melky over there coaching at first. Hear him holler back. Now the power made a double switch. Callaspo now in the game playing third. Polo and Isaac Sanchez, who's now guarding the bullpen, having some fun with him. And there goes Darian. Pitch is inside. Throw down to second. He's in head first on a slide. And Darian Sanford steals his 41st. Ties Sean Smith for second on the Revs' all-time single-season list. Stolen base number 41. Smith had that number in 2014, and only Wilson Valdez ahead of those two now. Valdez had 55 in 2014. 41, 10th most in a career in Revs history. 1-1 on Harris. And the pitch to him, that's down and away. So Darian is now 2 away from Sean Smith for 9th on the Revs career list. Smitty had 2 more the following year in 2015 when he came back from that horrific knee injury. 2-1 to Harris. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Revs trail 7-3 here in the 7th. Now look back. Guzman with the 2-2 and a breaking ball dumped in the dirt. Was our Harvey's Rental Steel of the game. Visit Harvey's at 1409 South George Street for all your steel power equipment needs. Harvey's Rental, the most to rent under one roof. Revs with their league-leading 91st as a team. Darian with his league-leading 41st. And now Guzman ready. Here's the 3-2. And a swing at a high fly ball, left center field. Williams is over. He's settled under it, though, and makes the play. A hit medium deep, but Harris got it down off the end of the bat and flies out. Put a good swing on it, just missed.
The second baseman, number 9, Jack Kenley.
With one down, Jack Kenley to the plate. Kenley 0 for 3 on the day. Facing a lefty in Guzman. And the first pitch, Darian breaks for third. It's down and away. No throw from Rada. And Sanford had it read, took off, slides in. He steals second and third. Trying to get the Revs a run closer at least. They steal number 42 for him, and now alone with the second highest total in a season in Revs history. Only Valdez with more, and Darian 13 shy of that mark. Pitch to Kenley, a check swing, foul tip, back behind the plate. Rada started to come back just in case, but Scott Hart calling it foul, 1-1. Revs 1 for 6 today with runners in scoring position. It's the 1-1, and that's in the dirt. Rada blocks. Slider. The Power 6 for 11 with men in scoring position. We have out-hit the Revs overall, 11-6 for the game. Now Guzman ready. Here's the 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Another slider. He does like that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Friday night, he was working pretty snappily. Today, he's laboring after that leadoff runner. Now the 2-2. And that's upstairs. Full count. And the pitch to Jack. Swinging a ground ball to first base. Gloved by Espinal. Sanford will race home and score, and Espinal wins the race to the bag to get Kenley. Jack does drive in his 33rd. Hit it sharply, but right at the first baseman. But Sanford, who reached on the strikeout wild pitch, steals second and third, and the Revs are a run closer. It's 7-4. Here in the 7th. And here is Israel Cruz, who will bat. Revs only have Dotel, and he's not ready yet, and Lennon Rodriguez on the bench now. So Cruz will have to bat, and he swings and he pops it up, puts it in play. It's Espinal from first coming down, and on the infield grass handles it. And the side is retired. That would have been Dundon pinch hitting, but he had to go in due to the Herrera injury. Revs score 1 without a hit, and it's stretch time here in West Virginia. The Power 7 and the Revs 4.
Many ancient cultures believed our feet to be the source of well-being. In fact, from the moment humankind first stood upright, our feet have been our most fundamental connection with the earth. At Flying Feet, we strive to strengthen that connection with a selection of summer footwear that are fashionably appealing, orthopedically correct, and most importantly, comfortable.
Flying Feet.
Since we introduced them, OOFOS has been the hottest brand of thongs, slides, and clogs on the market. Lightweight and fashionable, OOFOam technology absorbs 37% more impact than traditional foam footwear materials. Less stress on your feet and joints means OOFOS all-day comfort. Now Flying Feet introduces New Sole. These American-made thongs and slides are soft, lightweight, and super comfortable. Their supportive footbed addresses a variety of foot ailments. New soles are especially good for water fun as they float, are non-porous, and slip-resistant. See all of the men's and women's styles available for your summer fun at Flying Feet.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. 1511 Mount Rose Avenue behind Domino's Pizza, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
Out of the bottom of the seventh inning, Bobby Rossman is in. Revs trail 7-4. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Bobby appearing in game number 27, 2-3 with a 5.70 ERA. He has not been in a week. He last pitched last Sunday at Lexington, suffered the loss with a tough eighth inning that day. Had 3 walks, a hit, 2 runs scored in the tie game. He was battling TrackMan that day, missing just above the strike zone, evidently. And this will be his first outing since. The Bethencourt, Rada, and the pitcher's spot. And I think West Virginia has Mike Broadway loosening again. He got the win last night. Bethencourt coming up. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Power with 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors for the day. Revs 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Bobby leaning out over the front leg, has his side. First pitch to Bethencourt, a swing and a miss. Starts him off with the split. Power today had a run in the first, 2 in the second. They led 3-0 early. The Revs tied it on an Encarnacion 3-run homer in the fourth, but then West Virginia 2 back, went back in front in their half, 2 more in the sixth. There's a ground ball, right side. Nelly away from the bag. He's got it. He'll lead Bubby on the cover. And there's 1 away. Got in on Bethencourt and jammed him a bit. 3-1 on the hookup. Out number 1. Take a look at our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Coming in today, it was just Dotel with the shoulder work that he had done earlier this week. But unfortunately now Josue Herrera added to that. Whatever happened to his glove hand or finger. Here is Alfonso Rada, who looks at one low and outside. Rada, the catcher and 8th hitter, has walked, flied out, struck out. One-0. Fastball, it is a called strike at 95. West Virginia has pitcher Matt Harrison in the on-deck circle. 1-1, and there's a called strike. Back to the split. He is in the strike zone today so far. Looking sharp. One-two, and that one in the dirt outside. Castro coming out of his squat to knock that one down. I guess West Virginia is going to try to give all their position guys on the bench a full day off. Have a pitcher on deck to pinch hit. Bobby the 2-2, and that misses outside, a fastball. A full count and fires, and a swing and a miss. Fastball got him as Bobby blows him away. 95 down at the knees, 2 down. And now Harrison to pinch hit.
Harrison.
"7-4 West Virginia leads. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bobby's first offering, a swing and a cue ball. Ooh, scraped foul over to Connor Myers, who's on deck. It was spinning, and it hit the front of the on-deck circle mat and kicked up and almost hit him in the face. 0-1 the count. This appears to be Harrison's debut, and he swings here and cues one along the line at first, and it spins foul. Digging through all the stat sheets, I thought I'd remember them signing him previously, but this is his first game played. Year-old who's from West Virginia. He is listed as a pitcher, but he's the 0-2, and that misses in the dirt, a split. Played at West Virginia State. Just finished as a grad student this past year, so he's a pro rookie. Bobby the 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Gassed him at 96. And a 1-2-3, 7th inning with a couple of punch-outs for Rossman. We'll go to the 8th here this afternoon. Revs still trailing in West Virginia, 7-4.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Tee off this season on the best layout in Pennsylvania and experience Royal Manchester golf links, bringing you to the coast of the British Isles while never leaving your backyard. Our unique Pure Links layout in the rolling hills of York County gives golfers an experience like none other, featuring 18 pristine holes with picturesque views of the countryside and consistently ranked one of the top public courses in the state. Also offering outings and event bookings. Book your tee time today at 717-268-0490 or nab our online specials at RoyalManchesterGolfLinks.com.
WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on. From common bone and joint problems to complex injuries, our team of surgeons, physicians, therapists, and athletic trainers work together for you. We are here for professional athletes, athletes in training, and the weekend warrior. We're the official sports medicine provider for the York Revolution, the York Suburban Trojans, and your weekend tennis team. That's how WellSpan Health delivers orthopedic care you can count on.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th, it is not Broadway. It's another enormous right-hander. 6'8" righty Max Povsey is the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs down 7-4. Nelly Rodriguez, Carlos Castro, Andrew Dundon coming up against Povsey here in the 8th. With West Virginia, no record in 10 games, a 6.35 ERA. 11 and a third innings, just 8 hits, but he has given up 8 runs. 4 home runs. That would be why. 5 walks, 15 Ks. Susceptible to the long ball. And Nelly will lead it off. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk, and the first one well outside, nicked off the glove of Rada and back to the backstop. Pobsey was with High Point to begin the year. Former big leaguer, was in 3 games with Seattle back in 2017. The 1-0. Look out, that's in tight, gets away. He pulled the hands in, protecting the fists. On the pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. Pobsey with High Point was in 11 games, and it struggled there. 9.82 ERA, give up 5 homers in 11 innings. He fires, and it's low. 4 homers in 11 and a third here, so in total for the year, ERA north of 8, and 9 long balls in 22 and a third in 21 outings. 3-1 pitch, a swing and a line drive, smack to left, base hit. Williams a couple steps toward the line, he'll field and throw in, and Nelly with a 2 for 3 day leads off the 8th with the Revs' 7th base hit. I'm gonna bring up Carlos Castro, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Pobsey the pitch, and it's just outside. They're also in the 8th inning in Lancaster. It's now a 6-5 Barnstormers lead. As we look elsewhere, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Pitch, that is in for a strike. Slider from Pobsey, who's a North Carolina native. Started the year in his home state, but now landed with West Virginia. It's the 1-1 breaking ball, swing and a miss. Pobsey, who went to UNC Greensboro. And a 3rd-round pick of the Braves in 2014. Later traded to Seattle. He deals and misses outside. He and Rob Whalen were traded to Seattle after the 2016 season for Alex Jackson and Tyler Pike. Called up his first year with the Mariners system. He fires, and a swing and a miss. Changeup strikes out Castro. And there's 1 down here in the 8th. We'll bring up Andrew Dundon, his first at bat today. First pitch, fastball, that's a strike. Dundon, who had to come into 3rd in the 6th inning when Herrera left after banging up his hand. Now the 0-1, and a breaking ball, that's down and away. Dundon last night, the pinch hit, game-tying RBI double in the 8th. 8th pinch hit, new Revs record, the 1-1. Swings and breaks his bat, dribbles it toward the middle. At second, Reyes grabs it with a backhand, a foot on the bag, and throws to first for a double play. It bounced off the mound and slowly made its way to second, and Reyes was there waiting with 1 foot on the bag. was able to backhand it with a foot on second and throw to first for the inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the eighth, still 7-4, West Virginia.
Spring is in the air, and Harvey's Rental can get you prepared for what's ahead. With the biggest selection of steel products on the market, Harvey's Rental will get you set for your next home project. From lawn and garden equipment, pressure washers, post hole diggers, and more, Harvey's Rental has it all. Have a special get-together or graduation coming up? Harvey's Rental has what you need to make your party memorable. Visit them in person at 1409 South George Street in York or online at harveysrental.com.
Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products. Stay tuned to catch the latest episode of Beer Talk airing throughout the day here on WOYK. Each day will feature one of our great brewers and share fascinating stories behind their products. Hear how they got started, how they brew, and their own favorite selections. You might even find a new favorite for yourself. Beer Talk is presented by Brewery Products every day right here on WOYK.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
You're on York's home for Sixers basketball. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Brandon Fry comes in. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Revs trailing 7-4, in danger of being swept here today. And after winning the second half opener, which had also given them wins in 4 out of 6, in danger of a 4th straight loss overall and a 1-4 start to the second half. Fry is in for a second straight game. Had a 1-2-3 6th inning last night. I saw they asked Popsy if he wanted to give them the 9th inning as well, and he said no. Apparently that was all he wanted. So they have a righty up for the 9th. And meanwhile, Fry facing the top of the order. Connor Myers up first. First pitch is over for a strike. Myers 1 for 4, singled and scored back in the second inning. Fry 2-2, 5.08 ERA, 26 appearances. And pitch, it is swung on, bounced softly to third. Dundon to his left, square to it, gloves, and fires to first in time. And there's one away. This date in York baseball history, brought to you by the York County History Center with more than 90,000 artifacts. Your history starts here. Visit online at yorkhistorycenter.org. And on this date, August 8th, (2011), Revs got the 300th win in franchise history, 10-4 over Somerset at home. Here's Elmer Reyes, and Fry with the pitch, fastball strike. Reyes 3 for 4 with a double and 3 runs. August 8th, 2016, Revs tied what at the time was the largest comeback in team history. Down 7, down 8-1, won the game 10-8 against New Britain as Fry fires high. And that was an electric night. I think it was National Night Out, Redemption Night. Over 6,700 were on hand. Jared Mitchell, a 3-run double with 2 outs in the 8th, finished the comeback. Place was going nuts. And Mike DeMarc tied the season saves record that night with his 28th. Here's a swing and a chop foul, third base side, into and out of the seats. 1-2. And DeMarc the following night broke the season record with his 29th and tied the career record at the time.
B-52s in Afghanistan right now.
Still the Revs' all-time saves leader with 39. The pitch from Fry, breaking ball, that misses high. 2-2. Fry looking for back-to-back strong outings. Now the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, hooks inside. He probably slammed some monster before coming in. I did not have my bang drink today with it being the early game. It's more of an afternoon rejuvenation for me. Here's the payoff from Fry, and a swing and a miss. It gets away. It'll bounce back to Castro, picks it up, and has plenty of time to sling it down to first. That is out number 2. Strikeout and some movement. It just went off the tip of Castro's glove, but he got a good bounce off the concrete backstop here. A strikeout, 2-3 on the out. And with 2 down, Alberto Callaspo, the hitter. If he gets on, Espinal gets one more chance. And Callaspo has been on every time today. 2 for 2, RBI, walk, hit by pitch, 2 runs scored. On base 4 out of 4 times. First pitch from Fry is up and outside. And if Espinal does come up, he's a triple shy of the cycle and is driven in 6.
Thank you. We think so too.
Fry the 1-0. And there's a fastball strike at 89. Revs in the 9th will have Encarnacion, Gregorio, Sanford. Fry fires, and that is over at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Looking for a 1-2-3/8 to get the offense back up for one last chance today.
Nice.
Fry deals, and a breaking ball. It's chopped on the ground softly to second. Kenley charges, gloves, and a little shot put over to first. Nelly comes off the bag, catches and tags, and the inning is over. And Kenley, he had to get his footwork gathered. The ball took a funny bounce, and on the charge, it almost went between his feet, and then a little bit flat-footed on the throw, but nicely done. Nice adjustment on both ends, really. 1-2-3/8, Fry good again. Sends us to the 9th. Revs need 3, trailing 7-4.
People's Bank is happy to sponsor the home of the York Revolution, People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, committed to helping their clients achieve their dreams and live confidently. That commitment continues at People's Bank Park with Revs games, concerts, events, youth sports, and much more. We're proud to partner with the York Revolution, and we look forward to seeing you at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're your friends, family, and neighbors, and have been serving the community for over 90 years. Whether you need energy for your home or for your business, we've got you covered. We can help keep you comfortable with all your heating needs, from heating oil to propane, electricity to natural gas. And if something breaks, like your air conditioning or furnace, we have a team of HVAC experts ready to fix it so you can stay comfortable all year long. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY.
Need an excavating contractor for your upcoming project? Get it done locally and get it done right with Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating. Locally owned and in business since 2005, Barnes & Barnes Incorporated Excavating is a small excavating and landscaping business offering demolition, excavating, landscaping, foundations, concrete, sewer and water hookups, lot clearing, welding, fabrication, and more. Located in Windsor at 30 North Blacksmith Avenue, Barnes & Barnes will get the job done right. Call Scott to schedule your project at 717-515-3495. That's 515-3495. Or email him at barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com. That's barnesbarnesscottinc@gmail.com.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the ninth inning. Mike Broadway, the new pitcher. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He got the win last night, retiring all four that he faced. Encarnacion leads off, and Broadway's first offering today is outside. JC 1 for 3, 3-run homer back in the fourth. 7-4 the score. Broadway deals and is swinging a foul back out of play. And Gregorio and Sanford do here this inning as well. Broadway, who was also in Mexico this year. 1-1. And that's down and away. Sneaks past Rada's mid. Former Patriot. They seem to have a contingent of those guys here. Scott Kelly, a player coach. I'm sure a big role in that. Actually, Mark Minikazi at one point played for Somerset, also for Long Island. 2-1, and that's down and away. And Minikazi played for Somerset in 2017. Here's the 3-1 to Encarnacion. He swings and fouls it back, and it might have been ball 4 up. Minikazi played for Long Island in 2016. And actually, back in 2010, 4 games for Camden. So he had a good bit of experience in this league as a player. 3-2, and a swing and a miss. Slider gets Encarnacion for out number 1. Broadway, who before the year had agreed with York, and then suddenly had opted to retire, and then suddenly shows up here. Makes you wonder if he wanted to be with the band of former Patriots. Here's Gregorio, who's 0 for 3. On the first pitch, he swings, drives it deep the other way, in right. Liriano back, and it is off the fence and in play, and it caroms away from him. And Gregorio into second, standing with a double. A wall banger, and I think it hit Sergeant Slaughter's face on the advertisement for his appearance here on August 20th. Out toward the corner and right, it banged the wall about halfway up off the padding. And Gregorio doubles to the opposite field. Revs need one more base runner to have a chance. And here's Sanford, who today is 0 for 3, but does have 2 steals and a run scored. Revs down 7-4 here in the 9th. That was their 8th hit. And the first pitch to Darien misses up high. James Harris waiting on deck. The original wall banger. On Broadway with the 1-0 swing, and this one's looped in the air. Pop up behind third. Cayaspo back! Oh, he makes a great play over the shoulder. 2 down here in the 9th inning. And Kayaspo ranging back from third. He does not have good speed, but took a perfect route up the line and just reached out, full extension on the over-the-shoulder attempt and got it in the end of the pocket for out number 2. And the Revs down to their final out today. James Harris coming up will try to keep this game alive. He's 1 for 4. Got to get on. Kenley would be next. And the first pitch to Harris, fastball, it's a strike on the outside corner. Broadway was with West Virginia, then left for Yucatan, and then back. Had 11 games in Mexico, 3.86 ERA. Here with West Virginia, 2-1 with a 0.95 in 15 outings. 1 for 3 in saves. Opponents hitting just 169. I'll look back at second. And the 0-1, swinging a line drive, left center field, base hit Harris. Around third is Gregorio. He will score. Throw from Williams is up in front of the plate and late. It's 7-5. And Harris with his second hit of the day. RBI single to left, and that will give Jack Kenley a chance coming up as the tying run. Harris with the RBI knock, drives in his 20th on the year. Continues to very, very consistently produce. And here's Kenley, the tying run. 0 for 4, RBI ground out in the 7th. And Harris trying to disrupt Broadway's focus. They weren't holding him, so he went dancing from first, and Broadway lucky he didn't balk. Revs are going to get Jim Fuller playing catch just in case. And here's the stretch, and the first pitch to Kenley. He swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-1. Was 7-3. Revs got a run in the 7th, 1 here in the 9th. Not going quietly. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1. It is down and in. Slider biting by his back foot. It's Rada got a piece. Broadway has given up 2 home runs. He's a little susceptible to that with Somerset back in 2019. Gave up 7 out of the bullpen that year. Gave up 3 in Mexico earlier this year. Now set, the 1-1, and it's a breaking ball called strike. And the Revs down to their final strike today. Eduardo Rivera coaching at first. It's a new role for him, now being a starter. Let's see if he can get the magic here in the 9th. Here's the 1-2 to Kenley, and a half swing. He went around on it. Slider in the dirt. Rada picks it, applies the tag, and that'll do it. Revs fall 7-5 here at West Virginia. This afternoon, they suffer a sweep. And we'll head home 1-4 as they limp to the finish line on this 9-game road trip. Back home to host Lancaster for 3 beginning Tuesday night before heading off on the road once again. And a 7-5 final today as they fall behind early again in this series. And last night came back to tie it, forcing a last at-bat situation, but today held off with a 7-5 final. Power go to 4-1 in the second half. Revs fall to 1-4. For York in the ninth, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. We won't see the Power again until the final 3 home games of the season in October. 7-5 your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
I'm here with Kevin Smith from Smith Wealth Advisory Group of Janney Montgomery Scott, who was recently named by Forbes and the Financial Times as one of the best financial advisors not only in the state, but also in the country. Kevin, explain the meaning of your group's tagline, a wealth of knowledge about wealth.
We've built our reputation as one of the premier wealth advisors in the country for many reasons, not the least of which is our vast expertise about wealth in all its meanings and forms. Although traditionally wealth is viewed in a monetary context with all the challenges that entails, which we're fully equipped to address, true wealth has little to do with money. To me, being wealthy is more a state of mind centered upon happiness and contentment. It's memories and experiences with friends, family, and those you love. It's finding meaning and purpose, pursuing passions, chasing dreams, and embracing life for all it has to offer. That's the type of wealth our clients long for and that we help them achieve.
You've noted that your group is guided by a quote by Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Tell me more about that.
It's so true. Being wealthy is really about experiencing the richness of life itself. When you think about it, it's not ultimately money that matters, but what money can do. We help our clients educate their children and grandchildren so that they can have promising futures. We help them retire comfortably, support worthwhile causes, and endow meaningful legacies. We help them age with dignity and so much more.
For all your financial planning, investment, and wealth management needs, contact Smith Wealth Advisory Group at 779-2769 or at smithwealthadvisory.com. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, helping you fully experience life. Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall today, 7-5 is the final score. Daryl Henry back with you as we welcome you to the post-game show. Revs drop their 4th in a row, now 1-4 in the second half. And we'll head home, long trip back later on today, and off day tomorrow. We'll look to put this behind them Tuesday night when they open up a 3-game set at home against the Barnstormers before going right back on the road again. And we recap things. West Virginia's scoring in the first inning again today as they had an Edwin Espinal RBI single, a long first inning for Austin Nicely, who needed 30 pitches to get through the opening frame. And then in the second inning, he needed 29, as with 2 outs, they had 4 consecutive hits, produced 2 more runs to go up 3-0. Alberto Callaspo, an RBI single. Edwin Espinal, an RBI double. And the Revs trailed 3-0 at that point. Junior Figueroa was cruising early, but the Revs in the 4th inning got to him and tied the game. Mesa and Castro with singles, and with 2 outs, J.C. Encarnacion launching a 3-run homer that got over in left center, his 4th. And all in the last week and a half or so. And that tied the game at 3-3. But that quickly, West Virginia went back on top and did so to stay, scoring twice in the bottom of the 4th inning. Espinal, a 2-run double down the right field line, made it 5-3. And then in the 6th inning, Espinal, a 2-run homer to left, made it 7-3. Revs did get a Jack Kenley RBI ground out in the 7th, a 2-out RBI single from James Harris in the 9th. Got back within 7-5, but that's where this one would finish up as the Power win it and sweep the series. And again, the Revs headed back home. We'll look to put this one behind them, and they've been streaky all year. It's been, like we said yesterday, win 3, lose 4. Win 2, lose 3, and at some point got to put together a big streak where they win like 4 series in a row, and they won't get many opportunities at home, at least not for the next couple weeks yet. That's the best place to do that, but hopefully can take advantage of a rare 3 home games on this stretch, and then they will finally have some home games start to stack up again. But 7-5 the final today. Tough end of the road trip. We'll take a time out here on the post-game show, wrap things up for you when we come back.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal opportunity lender.
Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Backed by popular demand, Grumpy Old Men, the musical, returns to the stage at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater, playing August 5th through September 4th. Based on the 1993 film, the story centers on two crotchety old neighbors, Max and John, who've been feuding most of their lives, but are reunited in friendship by their charming and eccentric new neighbor, Ariel. This laugh-out-loud story of family, friends, and romance is guaranteed to delight. For reservations, call the box office at 717-898-1900 or visit DutchApple.com.
New FM signal, new website. Visit us online at 989WOYK.com and take us on the go. Download the new WOYK app today.
Revs fall today, 7-5, the final here at West Virginia. They end up winning the first game they ever played here, but go just 1-5 in this ballpark here the first season that the Power are in the league. Only 2 visits this year. But we'll see them again at home in October of all times. And wrap things up today. Look around baseball brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And this is our final segment, which as always is brought to you by Brewery Products and Budweiser, reminding you to get home safely every time and enjoy responsibly all season. You can sign up at Fan Services at Peoples Bank Park to be entered to win a prize pack courtesy of the Revs and Brewery Products later on this season. You can sign up at any home game now and be entered to win with that drawing happening later in the year. One other game currently going, and Southern Maryland has climbed back to tie it in Lancaster. It's a 6-6 game in the 9th inning. They were down 4-0 after 1. They tied it at 4-4 by the 5th, then fell behind 6-4, but tied it again with 2 runs in the 8th. They play 6-6 in the 9th. And coming up in less than an hour, Gastonia at Lexington, and Long Island is at High Point. Major League scores: Mariners a 1-0 lead on the Yankees in the 8th inning today in New York. Orioles trail the Rays 9-5 at home in the 9th inning at Camden Yards. Red Sox are up 8-6 in Toronto. They play in the 7th. Indians lead the Tigers 7-5 in the 7th inning in Cleveland. The Twins have a 4-3 lead in Houston. They're going to the 6th inning. Giants and Brewers tied 4-4 in the 7th. Royals a 3-1 lead in St. Louis. That game is in the 6th. John Lester, strange to see him in a Cardinal uniform. He makes the start for them today, trailing 3-1. He was traded over at the deadline. The Rockies lead the Marlins 7-1 in the 3rd inning at Coors. Rangers up 1-0 in Oakland. That's in the 1st inning. Angels and Dodgers, no score. 1st inning in LA. Diamondbacks Padres scoreless in the 1st inning in San Diego. Phillies won their 8th in a row, finished a sweep of the Mets. 3-0 win behind Zach Wheeler's complete game 2-hitter. And Bryce Harper hit his 20th home run. Phillies now lead the NL East by 2.5 after sweeping New York this weekend. Reds beat the Pirates 3-2. Final from Cincinnati. Braves edged the Nationals 5-4. And tonight, Sunday Night Baseball from Wrigley, crosstown interleague rivals, White Sox and Cubs on Sunday Night Baseball. That is a look at scores around the game, brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Final in our game, the Revs fall here at West Virginia 7-5. Your totals today for the Power, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 8 left on base. For the Revs, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, they left 6. Junior Figueroa, the winner, he is 2-3. He went 5, giving up 3 runs, all on the Encarnacion home run. Austin Nicely, the loss, he is 5-6. Mike Broadway with his second save. Time of the game, 3 hours, 4 minutes. And today played in front of 1,026 here at West Virginia, and they understand the art of not fibbing. Our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game today, Edwin Espinal, who went 4 for 4, 2 doubles, home run, 6 driven in, a monster of a day, and came within a triple of the cycle. He is today's Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game. Revs heading back home shortly, and after the off day tomorrow, we'll welcome the Barnstormers for the first of 2 remaining times here this season. First of 3 on Tuesday night. It's a 6:30 first pitch on Tuesday. We'll come your way with the pregame at 6:10. And tickets on sale, YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Shipley Energy ticket office. Until then, Darrell Henry saying so long from Charleston. Again, the final today, the West Virginia Power 7 and the York Revolution 5. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and your Revs off day tomorrow, and we'll talk to you Tuesday night at 6:10 for the pregame. Back home in York on Sports Radio at 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager, Mark Mason, every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out 98.9 WOYK.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. York Revolution Baseball all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.